Morning, Belzer. I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Jayla.
We are your anchors for Wednesday, February 7th. Please stand for the pledge.
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is National Fettuccine Alfredo Day.
Our lunch options for today are pizza and a brunch for lunch.
Our sides today are baked apples and a fresh veggie tray.
In national news, on February 6th, 2:47 p.m., a powerful earthquake struck Taiwan. 2 people were killed and about 144 other people were injured.
Mike Hughes decided to build a rocket to prove that Earth is flat. Unfortunately, after 6 years, he admitted to giving up on the project this year since he didn't have enough money for it.
Backlash towards Doritos have been going crazy from the rumored announcement of Lady Doritos. PepsiCo's Indra Nooyi said that these Lady Doritos will make less noise when crunched.
Now to Julia with the sports and weather.
Thank you, anchors. On this day in sports history in 1958, the Dodgers officially became the Los Angeles Dodgers Incorporated. Yesterday, the 7th and 8th grade girls basketball competed yesterday, and the 7th grade team lost, but the 8th grade team had another win. The wrestling team also won their match. 10 wrestlers won by pin. The swimming and diving team competed at home yesterday. The girls lost while the boys won and remain undefeated. Any girls who are interested in playing volleyball here or next year at LC are invited to attend open gyms beginning today from 4 to 5:30 at LC. The weather today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 28 degrees and a low of 11 degrees. Here's Miles Turner from the Pacers to announce our Abrams Award winners. Belzer is pleased to announce that we have 2 students receiving this distinguished award this year.
Hey students, this is Miles Turner of your Indiana Pacers, here to congratulate the Abrams Academic Achievement Award winner from your school. The hard work and dedication to your academics during the first semester this year was awesome. As a part of this award, you will receive 4 Pacer game tickets, treated to a special pregame reception, and recognized on court. We also have a few other surprises in store for you, so congratulations to We'll see you at the field house soon.
Thanks, Julie, and congratulations to Aaliyah and Lamont.
8th graders, next Thursday, LC is hosting a curriculum planning night to assist you with your scheduling for next year. Representatives from all departments will be there to answer your questions. Plan now to attend 6:30 to 8.
Elite Gaming Live will meet today from 4 to 6 in the LGI room. There will be buses available for students that live in the district. All are welcome to attend, even if you did not attend last semester. See Ms. Collins in D202 if you have any questions.
Robotics Club is looking for club members. The sign up is on Canvas and is open until Friday. Sign up today if you want to join this competitive club.
Don't forget to collect money for Pennies for Patients, which benefits the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Here are 2 student council members to tell you about the Candygram sale.
I hear student council is doing a fundraiser.
That's correct. Student Council is doing a fundraiser for Valentine's Day. You can buy a candygram at your lunch for $1. All proceeds go to the American Heart Association. You can buy it for a friend, teacher, or even yourself. They support the American Heart Association. Thank you.
Until next week's candy sale, you can buy chocolate from the Performing Arts Department. If you would like to purchase a candy bar, they are being sold in the PA department for $1 each. Stop by anytime.
On this day in history in 1967, an Australian bushfire kills 62 people.
The celebrity birthday today is Remy Cruz. She is a YouTuber and is turning 23.
The joke of the day is, why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil? Because it's pointless.
Finally, in honor of Black History Month, we are bringing you another BHM segment today. You are hearing about one of the first African American STEM men in our country, followed by Mr. Harshaw with the rest of the morning announcements.
Have a great day, Bruins.
He was born into slavery on a Missouri farm during the Civil War. One day, Confederate raiders kidnapped the infant and his mother. He was returned, but he never saw his mother again. His owners raised him as their own, teaching him to read and write. Too sickly to plow fields, he worked in the garden, where he learned about plants. So gifted was he at growing things that his neighbors called him the plant doctor. As a young man, he wandered the Midwest, supporting himself with odd jobs. He applied to college by mail and was accepted, but when he arrived, his dreams were dashed. He was turned away because he was black. He persisted, eventually earning a master's degree in horticulture. He joined the faculty at Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. To share his knowledge, he created movable schools, traveling the countryside with a wagon full of books to teach local farmers. His research earned him an international reputation. More than 300 uses for the peanut, hundreds of products from other plants are credited to the leading black scientist of his day, George Washington Carver.
Good morning, Bruins. First of all, I want to make sure that I again congratulate Aaliyah and Lamont for the Abrams Academic Achievement Award. That is a really, really great honor, and we appreciate all that you've done. Again, at Belzer, we constantly talk about growth, and we talk about grit, and this is an award that is going to recognize two students who have overcome some obstacles and continue to work hard and really shown a lot of improvement. So we appreciate and congratulate both of you. Also want to talk today, briefly remind you that today during second period, we will be doing a statewide I-STEP readiness test. The purpose of this test, guys, is to make sure that your Chromebook, Belzer's network, and the state's website are all working and able to handle everybody in this building getting on the computer at the same time. It's important that all of you follow the directions and that all of you participate in this practice, because we need to know if there are any issues with our technology prior to the testing that will be coming up in a couple weeks. So I need to make sure that all students remember that they must have their Chromebook when they report to second period today. And I need you to get into that second period class right away, sit down, make sure that you have your computer open and that you're logged in. I will come over the PA right at the beginning of second period and remind teachers to get started. Teachers, your envelope should have been delivered yesterday during seventh period. If not, it was likely handed to you this morning. If you still don't have a folder with your tickets in it and your instructions for your second period class, please notify Miss Barnes right away. Guys, I've got a couple minutes today, and I want to make sure that I go over a couple reminders. A couple things that I've been seeing in the hallways that I want to address, and I want you to hear it from me, your principal. Teachers and students, make sure, please, that you are paying attention here. We've got a handbook that we create at the beginning of each year, and for the most part, we make some updates, and sometimes we make changes, sometimes it stays the same from year to year. But there are a few rules that we have here in the building, and I've spent a lot of time at the beginning of the year addressing some of those issues, and I think we had a really strong start to the year. But I have noticed in my interactions with students in the hallways, my visits to classrooms, watching kids come in and out of the building after school, that we might need some reminders. So the first thing I want to talk about that I saw this morning was blankets. Guys, leave your blankets at home. This is predominantly a health issue, okay? leave your blankets at home. If you feel that the blanket is the only thing you've got to keep you warm on the bus or on your walk to school, absolutely fine to do that, but when you get to school, that blanket must be in your book bag or it must be in your locker. So teachers, if you would look around your college prep classroom, if you got any students that have a blanket, ask them to please put that blanket in their book bag or go quickly put it in their locker. The second thing I've been noticing a lot of also is cell phones. This was something that the staff here at Belzer talked about quite a bit at the beginning of the school year, and we made a united decision that there was not going to be a place for cell phones during the school day. So I need you to understand, I understand this is 2018. I understand that the majority of our students have a cell phone and you use it to communicate sometimes with your parents about practices and games and after school clubs and who's picking you up and maybe there's an emergency. I get it. If you make the choice to bring that cell phone to school, it is supposed to stay in your locked locker. Now, if you choose not to put it in your locker and you want to keep it in your purse or you want to keep it in your book bag or you want to put it in your pocket, remember that you are doing that at your own risk. That means you are taking a risk, just like you would if you walked into the mall and set your cell phone down on the table and forgot about it and walked away. You are taking a risk when you have that cell phone here at school. The second thing is the cell phones have become a little bit of a distraction during instructional time and also in the lunchroom. So I need everybody to hear me. The cell phone must be out of sight. I should not see them during the school day as I walk through the hallways, as I walk in and out of classrooms. So teachers, please remember that was our decision at the beginning of the year, and I think we just need a refresher this morning for all of our students to remember that those cell phones should not be in sight. I would love it if they stayed at home. If you do need to bring it to school, it needs to be out of sight, it needs to be put away, it needs to be secured. My suggestion to you and what I shared with your parents is put it in your locker so that you can lock it and make sure that it's secured. And if you need to go get it at the end of the day, you go get it. Okay? So that was my big focus today. The very last thing is, guys, I know in the mornings that sometimes we are at the mercy of those buses. Today I think we had 6 late buses. I know that's out of our control and we have to just deal with it. But I also know that this morning I stood in the hallway and welcomed some students into the building at 8:35, and at 8:50 I saw those students walking around in the upstairs hallway with a green breakfast pass. The expectation in this building is that you walk in the building, whether you're a car rider or a bus rider, and if you're getting breakfast, you go straight to that cafeteria. I have been going very easy on that breakfast door, and I've been asking Mr. Landers and Mr. Bergman and Mr. Kennedy to give kids a break because we have late buses, but we are going to have to start getting tighter on that because students are not getting to class on time. That breakfast door closes at 8:45. So if you get breakfast, when you come in the building, you better get in there and get in line so that you can get to class. So if we work on that in the morning, getting to class with a sense of urgency, keeping those cell phones put away, and again, no blankets or any other outer wear should be on you during the school day. So just a couple quick reminders I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for paying attention, and let's make it an awesome, awesome Wednesday.